What's going on, family? Welcome to your Monday night live stream. I am your host, Sir Ashley, real estate advisor, realtor licensed in the Carolinas, both North and South Carolina. And I appreciate you rocking with me. On this channel, we talk about the Carolinas. We talk about real estate, talk about money, and we talk about Charlotte in particular. And I have a couple guests with me today, and this is the week of love. Valentine's Day week. So we're going to talk about different things to do in Charlotte and around Charlotte on Valentine's Day. Some of them cost, some of them are free. So we're going to bring you up to speed on what to do around this area. And then we're also going to talk about the importance of your mate, who you choose to be with, and how that may impact your life financially, buying a home, and all that. So feel free, leave a comment, let us know where you're watching from. Greatly appreciate it. Now, first, I would like to bring Teisha to the chat, to the live stream. How you doing, Teisha?
Good. Hello, everybody. I'm Teisha. I do real estate in North and South Carolina right now. I've been doing real estate for about a year, and I'm happy to be here.
Perfect. Thank you for joining me. You were not on the schedule to talk today, so
I was not.
you were not. You were not. You were in the office earlier, and thank you for volunteering. Actually, I don't know if you were volunteering. You might have been voluntold uh, to jump on tonight. So I appreciate it. Your contact information is in the chat. So those people that want to reach out to Keisha, her contact information is in the chat, and it's also in the description. It looks a little funky in the chat, but it is properly aligned in the description. So feel free to reach out to her. On social media, how can people find you?
Teisha _ your realtor.
Can you put that in the chat? And Instagram or whatnot. And I also have, so we have about 10 people watching right now. Thank you for tuning in the first 2 minutes. I know we changed the time around on people. Typically we used to start at 7 o'clock, but I'm old and I need to be in bed. So we had to push it up. I also have my brother Tyler. How you doing today?
Doing good, man. How are y'all?
I'm doing well. Can you introduce yourself to everyone, please?
Yeah, my name's Tyler Bullock. I own Motivation Mortgage here in Charlotte, and I understand pushing the time up, man. I have a 3-month-old baby right now, so any sleep I get is good sleep. But yeah, we're a mortgage broker shop here in Charlotte. We help out in North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Virginia, and Colorado. So we're looking to get some more licenses, but happy to help anybody here that we can.
Perfect. And your contact information I just put into the chat as well. It's also in the description. So want to reach out about mortgage. You have a question, you need a loan. He is your guy. He's actually partnered up with Lifestyle recently, so we're very excited about that partnership. I have to talk about Mandy. Give Mandy a shout out. Mandy has been I want to call her a friend. Definitely very important work colleague the past couple years, and she joined your team, and I'm just happy that she introduced us, and you've been nothing but a blessing so far. So thank you.
Agreed. Thank you guys for having us.
With that said, before we get into what to do for Valentine's Day, I want to shout you out because you did something, and I didn't prep you for this. You did something that I haven't seen. You're the owner of the mortgage company.
Correct.
Right. You were actually at one of my agents. Now, it's not uncommon for owners of mortgage companies to do myself, Sean, or Tijuana a favor or put on a good face for the leaders of the company. But I didn't even know anything about it until Keisha was in the office today. You actually did an open house with one of my agents this past weekend. So salute to you for getting boots on the ground, literally, and helping out.
So yeah, do an open house with me.
I think it's important, man. I never ask anybody to do something I wouldn't do myself, and you got to lead by example. And especially as you're building new relationships, it's important to make sure everybody's getting service and everybody's happy. So, yeah, I appreciate the shout out, though. It means a lot.
Thank you. I can't really see it. My light is in the way. Motivation Mortgage hat. Everybody knows I love hats. So you blessed me with a hat. So thank you. Thank you. We have Crystal tuning in from Gastonia. What's going on, Crystal? Now, so it's gonna allow me to jump in to things to do during Valentine's Day. Crystal is in Gastonia. I have a list of things, but in Gastonia, off the top of your mind, do you have any, both of you, any restaurant recommendations, things to do for Valentine's Day? Because I can't let her husband get off the hook.
I was just in Gastonia.
I think we lost you. I think we lost your audio, Tyler.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Can you guys hear me?
Teisha, can you think of anything?
In Gastonia, I honestly never
Maybe
been.
it's me. Hold on. I can't hear either one of you. In the comment section, put a thumbs up if you can hear Tyler or Teisha, because I can't hear a thing.
Hey guys, can you hear us?
Can you hear me? I can hear
Audio
both
now?
of y'all.
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
AirPods.
So it's just
No, you can
you.
hear all of us. It's just me. Hold on.
Thank you, Crystal.
All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
All right, perfect. AirPods is dead then. All right, perfect. So Tyler, you were mentioning things to do in Gastonia, Gaston County, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need some help, Crystal, probably. But I was just in Gastonia at a brewery. We had an event called the Dirty Bull. It was right beside the baseball stadium. Not sure what that looks like at nightlife, but it seemed like a cool place to be.
What did I like? Teisha, anything Valentine's Day? Somebody take you on Valentine's Day in Gastonia? Where would it be?
In Gastonia. Well, I hope it's not Gastonia. Maybe Charlotte. I live in Gastonia, but I've never been nowhere in Gastonia.
So
but I could tell you in Charlotte.
You tell. Okay, we'll get to Charlotte. We'll get to Charlotte in a second. I would say in Gastonia, I hear a lot of good things about Webb Custom Kitchen. It's a theater that's been converted into a restaurant, and it's very nice. The pictures do it justice. I believe it's I'll say if you look on Google, anywhere from $2 to $3. So it's not cheap, but it's not crazy expensive either, right? So definitely go check that out. It's in downtown Gastonia. Again, Gastonia is changing. I would not have gone to Gastonia 6-7 years ago for any reason. For any reason. Now, and Crystal lives in Gastonia. So now I can definitely say there's definitely things to do in Gastonia, but that's one that comes to mind.
Yes, Webb Kitchen is a nice place, Crystal.
Yeah. No, it's a nice place. It's a nice place. Other things in Gaston County. I did make a cheat sheet. I made a cheat sheet. Other things in Gaston County is, I'm about to pull it up, the U.S. National Whitewater Center. That is in Gaston County, Mount Holly, really right on the border between Mecklenburg and Gaston County. But they have something called Skate and Date. And it's where, obviously, the Whitewater Center is. But during the winter months, they use it as a skating rink. And you can get dinner, go skating. You do have to get tickets. Crystal agrees. Where else? Crystal is she's an honorary member of Lifestyle International Realty. She's a client, but she's just a wealth of knowledge as well. Where you trying to set the mood early over there, Tyler? It's not Valentine's Day yet.
That's my motion sensor. Sorry about that.
It's not Valentine's Day. Anywhere else you recommend in Gaston County? because I'm about to pull up the whole skate and date thing. And
I think Drift. I think that's technically Belmont.
that's Belmont, but it's
Like
Gaston County. Gaston County.
Yeah.
I do like Drift. Drift is, or you just go to Charlotte and bypass all that. Fair enough. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get there. But I mean, with that said, we're trying to be thoughtful, because typically, unless you get a car service or Uber, I don't want you going out, if you live in Gaston County, going out on a nice dinner, get 2-3 glasses of wine, and then having to drive home. And I used to be a criminal defense attorney. You don't want to get a DWI on Valentine's Day. So you don't want to have to drive from Charlotte all the way to Gaston County. You might as well stay, not that you can't get one just driving in Gaston County, but the shorter trip possible, right? Here, give me 1 second. I'm about to pull up this article for
Charlotte's
the
not that far.
skate and date. Here we go. So skate and date. Experience the Whitewater Center, one-of-a-kind ice skating complex. You have a chef curating a 3-course meal. Oh, sold out.
It's already
so
sold
you're
out.
gonna have to
Next year.
next year, or just bribe somebody. But $75 per person. You do get a 3-course meal. You get to skate. This place right here, I believe, in my opinion, the U.S. National Whitewater Center is just, I appreciate it. I don't believe it's appreciated enough from the locals, because it really offers a little bit of everything. During the holidays, you had tons of things for the kids and family alike. Throughout the year, there's always something to do, because many people think there's just the rapids, but you have a zip line course, you have a ropes course. If you're a mountain biker or like to run trails, you have, I want to say, at least 20 miles of that. You have
they just opened a dog park.
They did? Perfect.
A dog park's out there now.
We have another person. Just bypass Gastonia and go to Charlotte. Perfect. I get it. So let's jump into Charlotte.
There we go. What everybody's been waiting on.
Exactly. I think you should, different ideas to jump into. This one right here, picture Project Charlotte, is something, actually, let me share it, add it to stage. Here we go. You have, now it's like a photo booth. You can take a mini photo session. Just commemorate the day. Little switch it up to where it's different from just getting some food or whatnot. Go here, get some pictures taken, and just enjoy each other's company and have a good time. I encourage that. Where you're telling me about a place you recently went to, Tyler, that might be a good option.
Yeah, so I heard about this place. It's a Peruvian restaurant in Charlotte called Yunta, Yunta. And I went there the other night with my wife, and it was the best meal I've had in Charlotte, hands down, for a while. You have your typical kind of chain nice restaurants in Charlotte, but Yunta was special. Everything I had was great.
Where's it located?
I believe it's in South End, over there near like the Publix in South End.
I think we've been there. I've been there. I say it's me. We had like a Sean, me, Zen, like the leadership. We've been there recently. They have like outdoor seating. Right, it was cold when we went. So okay, but right in front, there's some outdoor seating, and then you go in. They have a bar right when you first go in. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then you got like a little private section we went to the right when you go in. Okay. No, I like that place. I do like that. It was
great.
Teisha, people want to know, where in Charlotte?
I mean, are we talking about eating or just talking about activities?
Whatever, a Valentine's Day event.
All right. So we're going to skip the restaurants because that's just basic.
Okay. We don't want to do basic.
So depending on like what kind of things people like to do, they have like top shelf candle where you have molding candles or like sneakers or whatever, or they have like candles like in top shelf, like bottles, like Hennessy bottles or all different stuff. They got music in there. They got food. You could do BYOB in there. So it could be like a little party. Then you got your couples cooking classes. That's also BYOB.
Now, okay,
That
real
one's
quick. BYOB. We're not just gonna
Mhm.
let you get off on that. What bottle are you bringing? What bottle are you bringing to this Valentine's Day date night?
Why am I bringing the bottle?
Okay, what bottle is your partner bringing?
Listen, I'm only a wine drinker, so if you bring in like hard stuff like Hennessy and stuff, I'm not doing that.
Okay, but what you tell me, Valentine's Day, what bottle would you want your partner or mate to bring?
What's my favorite wine? I only like sweet stuff. It'll probably just be like I'm reading the comments right now.
They're saying you're good. They're saying you're good. You're thinking outside the box.
Right.
You gotta finish it out.
I would probably only do like a Moscato or something. Sometimes it has to be sweet.
Okay.
I don't like nothing dry.
Nothing dry? Oh, that's like I love
I
a
like
dry
taste.
red wine. Spicy, dry. That's me. Tyler, BYOB, what bottle's being brought?
I'm a tequila guy. I try not to spend too much money, so I usually drink. There's my favorite tequila that's affordable. It's called Camarina.
Okay.
I drink
I
Reposado. Yeah, Reposado is my favorite. So.
I like it. We got Barbara saying party like rock stars. Hopefully the partying on Valentine's Day is in moderation, so everybody can make it through the night, right? You want to,
but it depends on the energy and the vibe of your date. So if you're boring, this is good stuff. So you don't have to sit there looking stupid.
Well, hopefully it's not like the first date. Everybody felt each other out and have like vibes all down. You just never know.
Hopefully,
Okay.
but a lot of times it do be first dates too.
Fair enough. Food places. I had a list I sent you all. The normal stuff is Steak 48. That's probably going to be booked, right? You have Fin and Fino, which I like. I enjoy Fin and Fino. And my favorite place of just to eat in general is Epic Chop House. There's one in Fort Mill. There's one in Mooresville. It's just a chop house, but the vibe is nice. I can wear my hat. I can be chilling. Like you can get all dressed up, or they know me. No one here in Fort Mill and Kingsley, so it works out. The cooking idea with BYOB is a good time with your spouse. I like it. That does sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
What else you got? What other ideas do you have? You knocked that one off the park.
So they also have like bingo wine tasting. So
Bingo wine tasting.
Yeah, so hopefully it's not a first date either because you're gonna be a little drunk after that. And they also have food, hookah, music.
So we have a question about Chop House in Mooresville. It's in Mooresville. So I'll just put this spelling in the chat. Mooresville is over by Raleigh. So it's weird. Mooresville is over by Raleigh, Durham area, but Mooresville, and forgive me, my enunciation is off sometimes. Mooresville is just north of Huntersville. So that's correct. It is decent. The one in first experience was Mooresville. The one in Fort Mill, in my opinion, is better. A little new, not even little, newer, more modern. So, and then just that whole Kingsley atmosphere, you can just leave there and walk along the pond. It seemed like a lake, but I was going to say lake. Walk around the pond and just really enjoy the evening. You have Napa, which is another restaurant, but a bar right there as well. It's a nice scene. Thanks for
big fan of
Sharad, where would you recommend? You seem to know what's going on in the area. Any insights? We need to help our brothers. We need to help our brothers. So this is to educate what's happening in the area, but this really is a shout out to the guys. So hopefully I can put some ideas in your head. Because if you're like me, you wait to the last minute. And we can't do that because we just missed out on what the skating date.
Skating.
at the U.S. National Whitewater Center. There's also, so talking about night on the town, I have several clients who absolutely love Middle C Jazz. Middle C Jazz. We have Barbara. Barbara?
I'm 2 drinks too, Barbara.
We have to do a little better than that. We have to do a little better than that. Now, with that said, I hope that we take the Uber or Lyft or whatever it may be, right? So you don't have to worry about you driving. Eddie V's is nice. It is nice. I do like Eddie V's. It's just me. I'm a little biased to Eddie V's because it seems like every work function is at Eddie V's. So I'm like, I associate Eddie V's with work. So I'm like, I'm over Eddie V's. Barbara's telling the truth. Okay. Teisha, you said 2 drinks and you're done?
I am. I'm sleeping.
Okay. Kid Cashew. I have no idea what that is. Is that a restaurant? Ruth Chris, I like the feedback. I like it. Less wine recommendations, more Henny recommendations. Okay. Not mad at it. So say I will actually be in Asheboro for our daughter's soccer tournament Friday, Saturday. The only thing there is a zoo. Well, hey, your husband can always make it up on Sunday, or just go out Thursday.
There's a new bar if you're into jazz called 88s.
Okay.
If you've heard of it, but it's like a coffee and cocktail bar.
Ooh.
Really good ambiance. It's pretty nice.
88s. I'm gonna have to check that out. I like both
it's
of those.
Spelled out. 88 spelled out.
Yeah, I like. So my favorite drink in the world right now, I haven't drank really in about 4 months, except one day of my birthday. Is an espresso martini though.
Oh yeah,
like, that's my go-to. I think the best one in the area might be the Social Cork in Fort Mill, and I've had them throughout the Charlotte area. But espresso martini, if you're looking for a good one, several places. But I like the Social Cork. Yes, Kit Kat Shoe is a nice brunch spot from Freedom Park. Vegan restaurant, nice. Thank you. Macintosh House. Oh no, McNish House is a great idea. I like it. I like the interaction. I appreciate it. Now, if you want to do something fun, interactive, I'm always going to recommend. We talked about this a little bit. It may not seem like a romantic outing. Rally pickleball, just to break the monotony of what you expect to do for Valentine's. You know, you can kick their ass and then give them a hug and make them feel better after, right? I like rally. Pins Mechanical is a good thing to do. Different bowling, obviously, a little miniature bowling. Stir is nice. Now, if you want to do something fun, like engaging, cooking, I think you won with that one, Teisha. What else though? That's engaging.
I'm gonna go kind of off the wall on this one. Me and my wife went to the iFly up near Concord Mills.
Yes,
it's very expensive, but it was super fun. It was something I'd never done before, and it was a lot of fun.
Salsa dancing, that is a good one. That's a very good one. I like that. There's always a couple massages and stuff like that as well. Not the pickleball. Look, I am pickleball. If I can, any kind of excuse to play pickleball, like I just wait for grand openings for 55 and older communities so I can play pickleball.
Right, but for the younger people.
Fair enough.
They got this place called Activate Games, and it has like a whole bunch of games and sports in it. So
okay, I like that. Sip and Paint is a good idea. Billy Boardwalk in University. Yeah, I forgot. Is that still around? I haven't been to Boardwalk in a while. University area. Okay. What else do we have here? So another thing that's going on, I'm about to pull this up. On Valentine's Day, let me share this tab with you. I'm awful at remembering to pull it up. On the Fresh Market, they have a special going on for a meal for two for $59.99. It includes a different combination for an entree, filet mignon, crab cakes, and sea bass. And what's included is filet mignon, 2 filet mignons, whipped potatoes with rosemary, asparagus, chocolate dipped strawberries, and a dozen roses. Colors vary. So Fresh Market is an idea. $60. You get a 3-course meal, well, a full meal with roses. So not a bad option.
So this is something that you bring home,
No,
or
you
is
can
it
eat it
something you
there.
go to? Oh, okay. Nice.
What do we have? Any casinos?
Kings Mountain.
Kings Mountain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually really nice. Everybody was talking about just trailers, but when you go in there, it's different than most casinos. There's no smoking, a lot of games, so it's pretty fun.
There you go. Crystal was mentioning about the casinos.
Yeah, they building the permanent one now.
Perfect. So we have that. I'm trying to think what else is going on. So since I'm in the Fort Mill area, I shouted out Social Cork already, but they have something going on for Valentine's Day that I want to pull up real quick. Social Cork for Valentine's Day. What do they have? They have from 4 to 9. For 2 people, it costs $150, but you have crab cakes, fresh bruschetta, paired perfectly with a bottle of wine and live jazz music. So that is it's in Fort Mill, exit, what is that? 88, exit 88. If you're coming down 77, exit 88, 4 to 9, $150 for 2. But this is what you get. You get a bottle of Prosecco, Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, or Cab. You get a salad course, appetizer, and then a main course, as well as a dessert. So pretty nice spot. Actually, really do like that spot. I have a couple of events there throughout the year, so I really do like the Social Court. And I already told you, espresso martini. Now, this one actually surprised me. Knowledge Perk. Have you heard of Knowledge Perk, Tyler or Teisha?
I have not.
No.
All right. So Knowledge Perk is in Rock Hill, and there's one in Fort Mill. And it's a coffee shop. And I didn't know they served any alcohol until recently. And they're having Love is in the Air Valentine's night. They typically close at like 7 every night. But on Valentine's Day, the one in Fort Mill, not the Rock Hill one. Rock Hill one does not serve alcohol. In Fort Mill, from 6 to 11, they have live music and they have specialty cocktails with coffee. So I think it's going to be a nice vibe. Again, I just like that vibe in general. Excuse me. And Knowledge Perk, I will not check it out. I would love to check it out. It's daddy-daughter movie night on Friday, so it just happens to be on Valentine's Day. But yeah, no, I like it. We have Crystal saying the Pit Indoor Go-Kart Racing.
I like that.
I do like that. Now, where is that? I know there's an indoor go-kart racing in, like, going up north, Mooresville. Is that in Gaston County, Crystal? I'm not sure. All right. So those are your ideas, suggestions, recommendations for a night out, Valentine's Day. Now let's talk about one of, in my opinion, one of the most important decisions you can make, and not just in my opinion. Warren Buffett recently said it, or recently, a few years ago, but he said it multiple times, talking about, make sure I can pull it up. Says the most important decision in your life is who you marry. Now I'm going to caveat that and say who you choose to be a partner in life. And because, and talking to Keisha about this, didn't really go into depth with you, Tyler, how it could really either propel you forward or set you back. Keisha, what were we talking about? Being aligned in what ways? As far as it being a very important decision?
Being aligned mentally, financially, spiritually, all that.
Most definitely. Now, a reason why I think this is pertinent to the conversation that we talk about on this channel, which is real estate, personal finance, and the Carolinas, the Charlotte area, is because a lot of times people come to me, and first thing, they come to me and they're single and they're wondering if they should put their partner on the deed, even though the partner isn't on the loan. And the answer to that, in my opinion, is a hell no. Tyler, mortgage professional, what is your recommendation on that?
Yeah, so in mortgage, divorce is something we like to see, unfortunately. That means there has to be a refinance or a new purchase. So there's always something to be done. But no, seriously, my biggest advice, don't put anybody on the deed that's not on the title. Not on the loan itself, just simply because it creates a headache if things do go wrong. Obviously, you never plan for things to go wrong, but life happens. Yeah. And it just adds another headache and paperwork. So if you're on the loan by yourself, be on the deed by yourself.
I 100% agree. I don't care if y'all been together for 5, 10, 15 years, right? I don't think that's a wise thing to do. But in the terms of, coming together and Valentine's Day and talking about picking a partner, people come to me and they want to apply for a loan and they want to do it together. Right? It might be a married couple or they've just been engaged, just want to buy it together. And too often, one party doesn't know the status of the other party. They know everything else about them, but they don't know really their income. They don't know their credit score. They don't know debts. And they go to buy this home and they realize that they're not on the same page. They're not on the same page. Do you see that often, Tyler?
Yeah, unfortunately, especially with newer, younger couples, you see this quite often going to buy your first house. There's student loan debts that people don't talk about. There's massive credit card debts that nobody talk about. And those things will come back to bite you. So, when you're, not that that's the way to pick your partner is simply financially, but it's good to at least know what you're up against. That way you can come up with a plan and kind of tackle those money problems together.
Yeah. And I agree. It's not like the end all be all, right? But again, controversial take. But like if somebody isn't granted student loans, trust me, I've had them, 6-figure student loans. I get it. They happen. Especially if you want to, they say to get that job, you need to go to school and have this proper education. So I totally get it. But if you see somebody just totally irresponsible in that aspect, what else are they irresponsible in? As far as debts and different things like that. So it may not be a red flag. I mean, it may not be the deciding factor, but it's something that you should perk your ears and interest, be like, hey, what else is going on here?
Right.
And as you think about bettering yourself, investing, buying a home, is that person going to be an asset or a liability in doing so? And we don't like to think about love in that aspect or in that sense, but I think we should, personally. What are your thoughts on that, Teisha? And then these are my thoughts. I'm not speaking for either one of them. What are your
No,
thoughts?
I mean, I have seen a lot of people, even like married couples, and they give that responsibility that one person to pay the bills, and the other person's just handing them money, and then come to find out they're not paying the mortgage for months, but the other person didn't know that, and then they foreclose and all this other stuff. You should be aware of what's going on. Because if
Totally
you didn't
agree.
pay the mortgage for 6 months, like what was he doing with your side of the money? I mean, if you're paying,
So wait,
or
I heard
her, or
all of that.
her,
Did you hear that,
or
Tyler?
her.
Look, please.
It can go both
Hold on, that
ways.
could
Let
go
me be
both
clear.
ways.
It
That could
definitely
go
go
both
both
ways.
ways.
In the comment section, what are your thoughts regarding what we're talking about here? I know we're just active regarding things to do in the Charlotte area for Valentine's Day and everything like this, but I believe this is a very, very important conversation because a lot of people get enamored with a person and don't really get to know the person and their health, not just physical health, right? But just where they are in life, their health. So I just think this is a very important conversation. And Crystal says she gets outside of Gastonia. I see that. Going to the pit in Mooresville. Okay, I get it. Again, I told you I'm spoiled. If it's not within 15 minutes of me, with the exception of trying to help my clients buy a house, if it's not within 15 minutes, I'm not doing it. My man Victor says she got that bad credit. She's a no-go. Now, brother,
That's true.
you
I
can
respect it though. I mean, it
help her.
depends if they
She
want to
might not
help
have had any
themselves.
guidance. She might not have had any guidance. And actually, Tyler, isn't there something we can do? People that have credit struggles, credit challenges. Like there's plans in which we can you can look at a system and tell them what to do to get their credit score up, right?
Correct. Yeah. So we have a program that basically we'll take a look at your credit report, and it gives us a current score and projected potential score. And we give you a simple game plan, like, pay this credit card to this amount, pay off this loan, or spend money. Actually, sometimes spending money will actually increase your credit scores. So there's little things that we can do to help you get those scores up. But Victor, I'm a fan of that statement because in my mind, it more comes to the line of when you have these conversations, if they're willing to talk about it and fix it, that's good. But if they're defensive, that's a red flag. So I appreciate that statement.
No, I appreciate that. And thank you. I hear Teisha went from he's spending the money. You're saying she got bad credit. You evened it out right there. You just evened that out. So I appreciate it.
All Victor got to do is send it to me. I'll get her credit together.
Okay, there you go. Her contact information is in the description below. So you are perfectly fine. Hit that like button, share this with others, because again, I just think this is something that is very pertinent. And we just saw that the average age of first-time home buyers, a report last week, is 38 years old. So let's put things in perspective here. I want to talk about, one, the cost to buy a home, right? And what it costs as far as income-wise. I saw something recently as well. Can I pull that up? I'm not going to mess around with it right now. Where Yahoo Finance put out like a chart saying if you make $100,000, they said what should be dedicated to your mortgage, your housing, is just under $1,900 a month. Now, I'm the first one to tell you, if you're looking for a mortgage for $2,000 in the Charlotte area, it's going to be very hard to find. Almost, I want to say impossible. It's not impossible, but it's going to be very hard to find. And the home may have a mortgage of under $2,000, but then let's say it's a townhome because, more affordable. Then you have the HOA. Then once you include the HOA, you're definitely over $2,000 a month. I actually had a client going through that recently right now, single lady, and she wanted her mortgage around $1,900. We got it for the mortgage, taxes, insurance, interest. But then the HOA came, and the HOA was about $250 a month, and it wouldn't work. She didn't want to do it. I mean, she technically, she was approved, she could do it, but she knows her life. She knows her spending habits. She knows what her obligations are. And, and she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it. So I get it. But this is where, again, having a partner comes into play. Because what I'm seeing, yes, I have single people buy houses every single day. Not me personally. I'm seeing the brokerage. I see it every single day. But majority of people that are buying homes that I'm seeing are doing it with a mate. And when you have those dual incomes, you can qualify typically. I don't know, debts and all that other stuff comes into play, right? You can qualify for more. So what are you seeing, Tyler, as far as average mortgage around the area?
So average purchase price in Charlotte it's like around $450. And when you're looking at a $400,000 purchase or loan amount, because we do purchase price is one thing, down payment is going to affect what your mortgage will be, obviously. So it's not impossible to get a small mortgage, but you might have to put a lot more money down than you want to. But yeah, I would say the average mortgage payment right now that we're seeing outside of, the $1 million+ houses is right around $3,000, $3,200 on average.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere in that ballpark.
Right around there. So that's a proper expectation as far as what you can be looking to pay every single month for your housing. And what, I know we're not talking about a particular client, right? Income wise, what is that monthly or yearly income for those borrowers or borrower?
Yeah, so we look at things different in the mortgage world. It's not your take-home money. We look at your gross income. Yep. So I like to use round numbers. If you and your spouse are bringing home, making combined 120 gross, you're going to be able to qualify for a payment that you probably don't want to spend. To your point, you have things outside. You don't want to be house poor. But if you're bringing home, call it 10 grand a month combined gross income, then you're able to qualify up to about $4,500 for a payment if you have no other debts.
Now, which is rare because most people have a car note, which is anywhere from, let's say, $500 to I've seen $2,000 car notes, right? So like that eats into it. So if you're thinking about buying a house, don't buy that car first. Hold off.
Correct.
Hold off. Don't buy that car first.
Get all that debt down.
You want the number that everybody aims for is 30% of your gross income should be allocated for your mortgage payment. So 10 grand a month, $3,000 should be your max mortgage payment.
Perfect. Now we did have a comment from Crystal. Poor finance behavior is the problem. The habits do not change. They will be right back to the same situation. 20% head knowledge, 80% behavior. I totally agree. It's almost like, not even almost. It's me and my eating habits.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I should be doing. Now,
that's 80%.
Do I do it? I go through like peaks and valleys, right? My man Victor said if that's the case, she's getting that Waffle House Valentine's dinner. My brother. My brother. Yes. I'm with it. I am with it. I did put Teisha's Instagram in there. Go ahead, follow her. She drops gems and videos on Instagram. It will be more frequent. Like I just put you on the spot there. She'll be dropping more frequent videos and stuff on Instagram almost every other day. So check her out.
Every day.
Yeah. I was giving you some grace. Yeah. It is supposed to be every day. So yes. Questions in the chat regarding what we're talking about and what to expect, because he just gave us a nugget to where 120,000, you can probably now, not given that you don't have any other debts, get approved for your monthly mortgage or housing right around 4,500, right? So you know your own situation. So let's just say you have debts that are about, let's say, $1,000 a month. So that means you're at 3,500, and that means you're going to be looking at a house around between 4 and 450 or below, right? Depending on the interest rate and everything like that. Now, you can find very good homes in that price point. It's the sweet spot. That's where most of the homes are. But as we go into this market right now, into the spring market, we have to be aware that every market is not the same. Just this past weekend, I've seen properties, that's been sitting on the market for a while, get multiple offers. And homes that typically get multiple offers are in that median price point or below. Now, granted, if it's a amazing property and $800,000 price point in that amazing school district and everything like that, then yes. But I'm talking about the average median home. So while you have options, act sooner before later, because most people are going to be competing for homes in that price point. And one thing you don't want to happen is as interest rates come down, more people are going to come to the housing market, get pre-approved. We saw applications numbers go up in the past month. And I don't want you priced out, or you can afford it, but you don't want to compete. And that's what happened during COVID. People could afford it, but they lost out because they didn't have 5-figure due diligence money to compete with those other offers. Right. So that's my biggest concern, to where I want to make sure that you're in position and take heed to what's happening. Because while you could have waited October, November, December, January, here we are, second week of February, and I'm seeing multiple offers on homes that were sitting for the last 2 months. Teisha, I'm putting you on the spot right now. I don't know the answer to this. Open house this weekend, how did it go?
I didn't do open house last weekend.
You did a vision board thing, right? You went to somebody else's.
Oh yeah. I did go to the vision board thing.
Yeah. How was it? Well, how many people came? What was happening?
It was maybe like 10 people.
That's impressive. That's impressive for an open house. Because I remember, full disclosure, I do open houses. Well, I used to not do them at all. But recently I've been doing open houses every weekend. And I know you can attest to this as well. Like, there was barely any traffic during November, December, and early January. Well, I did an open house in that same community. It's a new home community, new construction community. About 3 weekends ago now, and got an offer right then. So we're shifting. What was stagnant is moving.
Right.
So please be on the lookout.
The weather's changing. People's outside looking for houses.
Yeah. And actually, if you want a perfect Valentine's thing to do, is you can stop by one of my open houses on Saturday. And, you can stop by one of my open houses on Saturday, and
you better have flowers for everybody.
That'd be good if you
have flowers. There might be some prosecco.
I mean, if you have food and stuff, that open house had food. So
yeah.
You talking about Valentine's Day? You gotta feed people.
I was actually thinking of having there's this mobile bar in one community, like making an event. But yeah, I have to get approval. Do townhomes with 3-car garages exist? I haven't seen one with a 3-car garage. I've seen one with like 2-car garage, and then they have like the driveway where you can fit like 4 more cars, but the garage itself
is separated.
Yeah. I'm even thinking there's one with like those garages where one stall is extra long, you can technically fit 2 cars in it. I don't even think that exists for townhomes. Not in this area. But I've seen some amazing townhomes recently that are absolutely beautiful. The biggest thing right now with townhomes is just the HOA. Just the HOA. We got Barbara saying she likes you all. She likes the guests.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara. Definitely appreciate it.
I know Barbara's here like every Monday. I always see her.
She's loyal. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you. And feel free, share this with others because, again, we talk about the Carolinas, Charlotte, real estate, and money. And this is something that the money conversation is something that I put off a little bit because I was a little hesitant. I didn't want to come across as preachy, but it's one of those conversations that even growing up, we didn't have at the dining room table. Right. And it's not that I can speak from my own situation. Like my parents were ignorant, not that they're ignorant in general, just regarding money and having that conversation to be able to educate me. Well, now that I have this information, I believe it's imperative that this information is shared in real life scenarios, right? Because information is everyone's. We are supposed to learn and grow together. That's just how I look at it. What for a couple, Tyler? They're saving up to buy a home. They thought they want to buy a home this year, but they're saving up money. What do you recommend they save up to buy a home? I have different people saying different things. In your professional opinion.
Yeah. So outside of professional opinion, just my personal opinion, I think, I have the advantage of seeing so many people, do great things with money, bad things with money. I get to see credit reports all the time, but we do have zero down programs. Yes. I will tell you that you can get into a house with no down payment, but you don't want to get into a house with no money. Exactly. There's a difference. The no down payment is actually a great idea. I would suggest if you can qualify for the no down payment loans, do that, because then you can keep money in your pocket in case something goes wrong. Yes. First time home buyers, you never had to fix anything in your life, right? So air condition breaks, you're renting, you call the landlord, you call the apartment complex, right. Whoever it is, right? But that's expensive stuff. So my personal belief is at a minimum of 6 months of your total like monthly spend. So say your rent's $2,000, but then you got a car payment and then you go like electricity and cell phone and car insurance, all that adds up. You want 6 months of what you totally spend in an entire month. So if that's $5,000 a month, you need 30 grand saved before you buy a house, just so you're comfortable in case something does go wrong.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Got to have that piggy bank. Got to have that. What does Dave Ramsey calls it? Emergency fund. Emergency right. Savings fund, just in case you have something. Life's like life. You think everything's good? Oh, I had to buy tires for my car today. I don't even want to talk about what it cost. I thought I was just going to get 2. I had to get 4, and I'm like, I saw the price. I'm like, do you want to do it? And I'm like, I don't want to do it, but it's one of those things that just has to get done, right?
Not you having bad tires after you talked about mine.
People in the chat, her tires were like,
I got 4 brand new tires.
Her tires. I'm like you can't, that is a liability. You go and show houses with these tires on the vehicle. like as an agent, as the broker owner, like we make sure that they provide like the car insurance and all that so we can have it on file. I had to make sure her car was insured because.
So why did you need 4 tires?
Why? Because my car is heavy and they run through tires like no other. Electric vehicles are just they're awful on tires. They're awful on tires. I really thought I just needed 2, but I got there and they might have upsold me, but I'd rather not find out the wrong way that I really did need them. So definitely, I don't even know what we were talking about. We started talking about your tires.
I have 2 houses. I have an investment property, and this is what I mean, guys. I bought 2 air conditioning units within 6 months of each other. Oh, and wow. You're talking about angry. It's never fun. So having that backup fund to get back on topic is important. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing the Tyler. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And if you have to change your HVAC, that's expensive.
Most definitely.
Crazy. And then like even the little things, like if you have a yard and you've never had a yard before, you got to buy lawnmower, weed eater, or you got to hire somebody to do that, and that adds expenses to you. So there's so many things to consider, and I tell people all the time, just make sure you have some money put away for these, not unexpected, but just the difference between an apartment and a house.
Exactly. And little thing, when I got my first single family home, I was so used to living in condos or townhouses. I had a yard, and
Tell me
I
about
thought I
it.
wanted to mow the lawn. I thought I wanted to be
Me
like,
too.
be handy, and I'm gonna be a man, right? I forgot I had allergies. And I went out and bought the lawnmower, did all the things, and I did it for like a good 2 months.
I did it for 3 months.
Yeah, it's just sitting in, like, all the equipment is just sitting in the garage. It's sitting in the garage, and now I pay somebody to do it. So you do have to factor those in, and be honest with yourself. If you know you aren't handy, don't fool yourself. Don't even waste money on getting the equipment. Just hire someone. Sherrod, mowing the lawn is overrated. I like, what, 15 years ago, I thought I wanted to mow the lawn. I'm like, this is what men do.
Yeah. Until it's 90 something degrees and you're out there.
Now
burning.
I'm like, no, I don't want to mow the lawn at all. Just pay somebody to do it. I am with you. So no, that is who you choose as your mate. Your partner will definitely have an impact on your life, positively or negatively. Either you're going to be aligned with the same goals and push each other, challenge each other in a sense to be better, be great, motivate each other, or one of them may be an anchor on the other. You see how I did that, Teisha? I didn't say she was going to be an anchor on me or he was going to be an anchor on her. Like, one of them may be an anchor on the other, or both of you just may be stuck and not even realizing that you're in each other's way. And that's the biggest thing I'm taking into this week is, yes, this made-up holiday of Valentine's is a time to cherish and be around those we love and spend time with them. But it's just to obviously be wise in your decisions and who you choose to be with, because it's not just about physical attraction or even mental attraction or emotional attraction or connection. It really, you have to factor all of this in. Factor all of it in. Teisha, how can people reach out to you?
Instagram, my phone number, which is in the
Give them
bio.
the number, give them the email. How can they reach out to you?
The email. I thought you had put it all in the chat.
I did, but I mean, people don't read.
My Gmail is t.jacksonbroker@gmail.com. And also, the number is 980-329-1931.
You don't call yourself. I get it.
Right. It's the business line. I don't remember the business line number sometimes.
I got you. Tyler, how can people reach out to you?
Yeah, you guys can email me at tyler@motivationmortgage.com. You can call our main line at 704-746-0300. Definitely add us on Instagram. It's just @motivationmortgage. You get to see all the cool stuff we do, all the fun, sexy mortgage things. So it's not like Sir and Teisha. So
no, y'all have a good time.
I'm gonna follow you, Tyler.
Y'all make sure you pop out. Y'all make sure y'all pop out and do things. I need to make my way to one of your Thursday events. And
oh yeah, I'm coming too.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to have you guys out. Content every Thursday. So
nice.
I'm working with Mandy on Wednesday.
Love that. Oh. Yeah, Mandy's a superstar. I wish she could be here.
Mm-hmm.
She's awesome. She's a big part of our team.
Yeah, no, I'll have to bring her back on. Actually, I talked to her earlier today. Mandy, I'm telling you, everybody I've talked to in the offices about you or Mandy, everybody spoke very glowingly. And I didn't even know that Teisha talked to Mandy's meeting her on Wednesday. So yeah, everybody I've talked to, superb. So thank you very much, Tyler.
Thank you, guys.
So to those out there, if you're enjoy your Valentine's Day, enjoy it. There's a couple options we gave. If you want to chill, if you want to go out, if you want to be a little bit more active. One
Yes,
other
go
thing I'll
be
throw out
active.
there is Studio. Have you heard of Studio? It is not necessarily a date thing, but I think it would be if you want to talk about making food or doing different things. I like sneakers, and Studio is a craft spot in Uptown Charlotte to where you take your shoes there and you can draw, paint, design your
Of
sneakers.
course you would like that.
Yeah, exactly. I like it.
Mm.
So one of those options, you can get matching shoes and then go design them as you wish, or you can take each other's shoe and you design hers, he design yours, or whatever it may be.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, one of those options. You're not feeling that, Teisha?
No, I'm gonna design my own shoe.
Okay, all right. But no, I appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight. Hopefully, this was a little different, giving you some options. But no, I do appreciate it. Thank you. My contact information is in the description below. We look forward to hearing from you. And if you need anything regarding moving to or within the greater Charlotte area, or need a recommendation for North or South Carolina, we service both states throughout the entire state. We're here to help. So you two stay on, but we'll talk to you all a little later.
Thank you, guys.